All right. So look. All right. So look, y'all. Look. So last year, um, I was in the process of buying a duplex building, right? So it's like a two-story. I ain't even say two. Well, it's two stories though, but like a duplex, a two-story building. I was in the process of buying it, and like it was some bumps on the road. Like say I
Don't
started
enter the
last year
world in
February.
this filth.
Mm, can I switch it?
Is it time for battle?
So I was in the process of almost buying the building, and like I started February. It was some bumps on the road. I almost did. I almost did. I promise you, I was literally like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks. I was probably like a week away from buying it. So we was talking about buying it. I was supposed to have it in February. That's when the deal was supposed to close. But then they said they needed to fix up some things before I could buy it. So I'm like, okay. So they took 2 months to fix it up. By the time they fixed it up, it was April. It was already in April. And April is around my birthday, so I'm like, oh, okay, bet. And then I end up having to pay something really quick, and I'm like, oh, okay, bet. So then they was like, okay, well, we gotta get it checked out. Da, da, da. So in May, so my birthday's at the end of April. My birthday's April 26th. I'm a Taurus gang. And so I was like, they get to May, and in May, I had all my money in my savings because, well, I just had it in my savings because like I wanted to save that money so that way I don't spend it on something stupid, like on something crazy, like I don't want to blow it, and that when it comes time to sign like the paperwork, I ain't got the money to present, like or I couldn't do it to Bill. So I come in. So it was one day I had to pay rent, right? And I had rent money, right? Well, what it was is I didn't have the rent money, but I had the rent money. Like my check was coming. Like I had a check coming from my job, in like that day. So I'm like, oh, my check should cover it. I'm like, I don't know why I scheduled it like that. I'm like, my check should cover it. So my check actually did cover it. So I went negative at first. Like my account went negative, but my check covered it. Like my check came later than what expected. And next thing I know, like I was trying to use my card for like the next 2 days. My card wasn't working. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, while my card not working, I'm like, it's probably just like tweaking, like, whatever. Like, so I was just using my credit card. I was like, okay, like, I just like paid money. Like, so whenever I spent some money on my credit card, I would just pay it back. Like, and it was taking the money out the account. So I thought my card was cool until like I was really like trying to use my debit card on something. I was like, I want to use my credit card. Like, I want to use my debit card. And I'm being haunted. But so I'm like, oh, okay, like let me just pretend like it is what it is. Like, so I called Chase. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo. I'm like, Chase, like, what's up? I'm like, my card is saying it's locked. Like, why can't I, you know, why can't I use my card? What's up? So I'm on the phone with the Chase person, on the Chase personnel. So he's like, oh, it's like that because, um, your account is negative. They want you to get your account up before before you can do anything. Like, they was like, that's what they said. And I was like, I just got paid. I just got paid. My account should not be negative. I'm like, and my brother just sent me some money because like me and my brother we're on the same phone plan, right? So like my brother sends me the money. You know, I pay the phone bill. And so I'm like, no, like, plus my brother just sent me some money. I'm like, I should have I'm like, there should at least be, I shouldn't be negative. Ooh, get it go back. I'm like, I shouldn't be negative. Like, come on now. Somebody next to me.
You're missing all the fun.
Oh my goodness. What's that? There's somebody else here too. Look, everybody gotta die. Why is y'all not? Oh, I ain't got no more. Dang, he slapped me.
I still
Back
need
up.
more time. Ah! Not yet. It's about to get cold.
We're going your aim, Buckaroo. God darn it! Yeah, but anyways. So I'm like, okay, so my I'm like, okay, bet, like whatever, like. So the guy says, oh, he's like, I do see the money. He said, I do see that you do have money in your account.
It won't happen
He says,
again.
oh, so your account should be back up. Your card should be back in order and use in like the next hour. And he says, if not, it should be back up the next day. He said, so give it until Monday. So I give it until Monday. But I'm like, I thought that was weird. I'm like, why would I give it until Monday? You know? Like, that don't make sense. Why would I give it until Monday? Like, let me just... Wouldn't it be up the next hour? Like, for y'all say that? It was on a Friday when I called him. No, it was on a Saturday. It was on Saturday. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I wait a while. My card not up to use. I wait Saturday. I mean, I wait till Sunday. It's not up to use. He said, because, you know, Sunday is the day we get paid. No, Sunday is the day that they don't work Sunday, basically. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, so Sunday come, and I'm like, my card, I still can't use my card. Like, so then I called him again, and I was like, yo, can I, like, what's up with my card? The lady say, your card has been locked. Why did I keep... She said, your card has been locked. Or no, she says your account is about to be deleted. So I'm like, for what? And she said, oh, they didn't give an answer. And I'm like, what do you mean they didn't give an answer? I'm like, you saying my account is going to be locked. I'm like, I got some money on there that I need to use to pay for some stuff. They're like, oh, yeah, that's fine, but you know, we can't give you your money yet. You know, you gotta wait. We're gonna call you. We're gonna send you a check in the mail. And I'm like, how long is that process gonna take? They were like, oh, like around like basically 2 months. And I'm like, bro, I was like, y'all want me to wait 2 months? I'm like, that's my first. I'm like, y'all, first of all, that's like my only account. I'm like, so what am I supposed to be doing? I'm like, cause like, I said, first of all, my next check is going there. Cause I called them like on a Tuesday, and I get paid like on Thursday. So like, you can't like switch it up that. You can't switch up your paycheck that quick. Or with your payroll, you know, to go to the where your paycheck is gonna go. So I'm like, yo, I was like, I got like kind of like bills to pay though. Like,
I'm under attack.
somebody firing him. I'm like, I got bills to pay,
Good
y'all.
as new.
Like, what do y'all want me to do about that? Like, and I'm just like wondering, like, I'm like, yo, I gotta like, and I'm like, I gotta pay for this building, like. Like, I gotta pay for this building. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, so I keep calling them, and I'm like, y'all, what about? You should have just left.
Child.
But I'm like, look, I gotta pay for this building. Like, y'all, like, this is not the time for y'all to be doing this. And I'm like, you know, it's cool. You know, I'm like, it's not cool. Like, y'all, like, I didn't really do nothing wrong for y'all to like cut off my money. Like, and then so I'm asking them, I'm like, y'all, can I go up to the bank to go take my money out? I said, because first of all, I did have to pay my rent, and I did have to pay my car note. So basically, like, I was like, okay, like, I had to pay them. I'm like, I got stuff coming to pay for that. Like as like the time speaks, I'm like, it's almost the beginning of the month too. Like, come on now, y'all. Not even beginning of the month. It was just like, it was almost the time of the bills that were due. and I was sending in payments. So I was like, okay, like y'all really gonna close my account at this time, right when I'm about to do this? Like I was just about to, but like in May I was supposed to have my building, right? And basically in May was when they closed it. So when them closing it, I said, can I go to the bank to take out my money? One person says, yeah, you can go there. I go up to the bank. I go up to the bank, Chase Bank. They say, oh, you got to call this number. I say, I said, I said, ma'am, that's what I just did. She says, oh, no, they're saying you got to call this number, to check in your account because right now it's restricted. I said, I know it's restricted. I said, that's why I'm up here. I said, I called them. I said, they told me, it's restricted, da da da. I said, they said I can come up here to get my money. I said, to get my money so I can pay my bills. So they say, oh, 1 second. So he gonna get like they gonna get like the manager or whatever. So I guess like they thought the manager was gonna say something different. They thought I was gonna say something different in front of the manager, and I was like, yo. They was like, oh, okay, well you gotta. They said, you have to call this number to do this and this. I said, I said, y'all. I said I called this number, and I had to like show them my phone to like let them know I wasn't like BSing. I said, y'all. I said I called this number. I'm like, they said I can come up here. I said I called them today. I said they said I can come up here, take out the money, at least take out what I need, and like go about my business, and then send me the rest through check. And so then they end up calling. So then they tell me, oh yeah, you can't do that. You just gotta wait. There's nothing we can do. I'm like, so what am I supposed to be doing about my bills? I'm like, and then what was even crazier, because I told you I was getting paid in the next 2 days. So I said, okay, I got a paycheck coming. I said, so is it not gonna, I said, so it's gonna get turned around, right? Like, y'all not gonna take it. Like, they gonna send the check through mail. So he says, yes, they gonna send the check through mail. I say, okay, cool, that should be cool. So I'm thinking like, okay, if they send my check through mail, I can at least have a little more time. They didn't send the check through mail. They took the money. The check. They told me like they sent me an email saying, oh, your check has been deposited into your account. And I'm like, okay, I thought it was supposed to get sent around. So I waited like 2 to 3 days. I said, okay, it's supposed to get sent around. I call up Chase. I say, what happened with my check getting sent around? I said, I thought y'all said my account was closed. Like, why did y'all still take the check? I said, I was waiting for that to get sent back. I said, plus I changed my bank account and everything. I said, but they couldn't change it in time. Chase tell me, they say, well, technically your bank is still open at the time. We're just closing it, and right now it's restricted to you. So it was only restricted from me to log in, but they can see all my money and they can log into it. And I'm just like, okay, like that's kind of crazy though, cause like I just think that's crazy. Like, why can y'all still take my money, but I can't spend none of the money that I worked hard and earned, And then by them doing that, they hold me up. I couldn't pay my car note, so basically my credit score went down. Then I couldn't pay rent. So then I also had other other stuff to pay for that was on my credit. All that stuff started to go down just because like I couldn't get the money that I already had. I couldn't get it to buy the building. So it was just like, I don't know, it was just a crazy process. But no, this year I ain't falling for none of that. I know what I'm gonna do. I know how I'm gonna get my money. I'm working for it right now. So, I mean, but this year I'm gonna get a duplex for real. Duplex. I'm gonna get a duplex. I want to get. No, I ain't gonna say this year because we almost at the end of the year. Just like what? I'm recording this on August 2nd, right? This year, I don't know if I'm gonna get it this year, but by next year around my birthday in April, I'm gonna get it. Cause I just truly believe like Chase, like it was just something up with Chase. Like I was like, how did y'all like hold the money from me to put down money for the duplex? And then what's crazy is just because what's even crazier is because like you would think like, oh, once you got your money, why you didn't go buy the duplex, right? It was like, but since I was like so behind on my bills, because like I didn't get my money back for like 2 weeks, so I was so behind like on my car note. I was behind on rent. I was like 2 months behind on like almost everything because that's how long they took. But I was like paying it, but I was basically living almost check to check. And not even check to. Oh my goodness. You know, I was in the middle of a story, lady. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? Where are you? Why can't I lock on? There you go. There's no way you caught it.
It's not ready.
Little do you know,
Bundle up.
I'm finna go.
That cannot be done.
Oh no! I messed up.
Told you. This is mine. You're just...
I was supposed to leave. I didn't even use it my special. But dang, what did I just say? Oh no, I was behind on my bills. So I was basically like living. Since they took my check, they took the check that they said they weren't supposed to take. So basically I didn't have any money during that week. I didn't have any money. And I paid, I think I want to say like this was like the middle of the month, right? So I didn't have any money like during like the 15th of the week. Next thing I know, I gotta wait till I get me another paycheck. So I gotta go to work. So I'm working, but I don't have any money. So I barely have money for gas. I barely have money to like feed myself. Like I don't have any money because like they just closed my account and I can't access any of my money. So now the people are like contacting me. They're like, "Hey, are you still trying to buy? Are you still trying to buy the building? What's up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." I'm like, "But like I just ran into a situation." So when that situation occurred, this was my first ever late payment like that I've ever made like on my credit card and on my card note. So my credit score just dropped. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So my credit score dropped. I was getting assistance from like another lender. And like it was money that I wasn't gonna have to pay back. Like it was like a grant. Like they would just give me the money. And they was like, since my credit score was good. And since my credit score dropped, they took their money. And I was like, man, Chase, like y'all really ruined everything. Like I was like, what can I do? And it was just messed up though. And I was just like, so I ain't had no money for like 1 week. So then I finally get some money. Right. But I gotta pay the rest of my bills because I didn't get my money back from Chase. So I gotta pay the rest of my bills. So now I'm like, okay, so what you gonna do? So I pay some of my bills with the check that I get. I'm still late on some because I didn't finish paying it off. I just distributed money from one place to this place to this place. Still late. Credit score to go down. The lender's saying, okay, well, you got to put a bigger down payment. I'm like, okay, I got that down payment. Credit score to go down again because I'm another month late because I got to do a bigger down payment. And this down payment was bigger. And I was just like, bro, I can't even do it now. Like, Chase ain't sent me my money for like 3 months later. And then they sent it like through mail. And then they didn't even send all my money. They sent me like half of it. And then it was like, oh, we made a mistake. And I was like, well, you think? Like, I was like, y'all was off like, first, like they was off at least like almost $1,000 like of how much money I was supposed to get. And it was 3 months later. So it was like when I got the first check, it was like, okay, like let me just do what I gotta do right now. It just like, and I had to pay my bills down. And it was just like, it was crazy. It was like, so now that I get everything paid off, well, actually, I would have actually had the building again, actually, because, that was me. I could have just, like, worked up again. But, you see, god damn. Wait. Oh, so fat ass. Oh, my goodness. use a little bitch. Oh. How did I miss? She right in front of you. Shoot her. Oh my goodness. All because of this stupid end. I was in the middle of a dialogue. I was gonna say, where'd it go? Boy, I thought that boy. I should just stand there like a bot. Wrong way. But as I was saying. Well, no. So it was just like Chase had like closed it. Oh my goodness. Chase had closed it. And it was just like, what can you do? I paid back my bills. Then I ain't had no money. Then I get fired from my job. Then I really didn't have no money. Yeah. Well, I guess that leads us to now, because now I got some money. Wow, I thought I was alive. Stop passing.